overall, they're both very good defensive teams. Difference of only 20 points scored against them either way. This game can be seen on McLean Hunter Cable TV. I'm Norm Bale from CFRA. It's our pleasure to be with you this afternoon. In the Amateur Football Association in Ottawa, there's over 1,500 boys registered and playing Canadian rules. First down now for the Norsemen. Ball is on their own 53-yard line. Jesse Palmer up under, and he's calling the signals for the Norsemen. First and 10, ball on their own 35.
Bengals will start from their 35-yard line, first and 10.
Good crowd out here this afternoon for amateur football. They've seen 3 very enjoyable games, and they're into the 4th. James Baker up under. And that pass was intercepted by the Norsemen, and they will take over first and 10. Ball now on the Gloucester 53-yard line.
53-yard line.
We're early in the first quarter. And we'll set the Norseman offense for you if we can. At quarterback, Jesse Palmer. The wide receiver, Daniel Avant. Running back, Jerry Meridian. And Palmer is up under the center right now. Loose ball in there. Recovered by Andrew Barron, who's...
Second and 10.
On the offensive line. The remainder of the Norseman offense, Matt Young and fullback on the offensive line. Andrew Barron, Tim Renault, Abdullah Tibi, in the center, Troy Todd. Second down, the Norseman. Pass is completed. Pass completed to Daniel Sprague, driven out of bounds. Short of the first down. It will be third and about 2 for the Norsemen. The remainder of that offense, Giovanni Lavalley, the slot back. Matthew Lyons on slot back. Daniel Sprague, the wide receiver, and Lester Angus. Norseman will be punting. They fake this one. It goes to number 25. Andrew Barron has enough in there for a first down, and he'll move the sticks one more time for the Norsemen. Ball now is on the Bengal 37. Looking at the Bengals, Jesse Palmer up under the center. First and 10. Pitches out to number 25, Jerry Meridian. He's stopped out there by number 26 of the Gloucester Bengals, Steve Marin. Short gain on that play, but 1.5 yards. We'll come up and make that second and 8. Lights are on, but the rain has finally stopped out here at Minto Field. It's been a very wet day, and the field is very slick. Pass out to number 33, who runs the corner. He's stripped up and stopped probably down around the 2-yard line. That's Matt Young, the fullback who took that one. That'll move the Norsemen down to the 3. First and goal. Bengal defense consists of Ken Prevost, Mike Schmidt, J.F. Messier, Jeff Conway, Trevor Shaw, Abdul Guina, Carmen Gilani, Journey Newell, Steve Martin. We'll complete that setup for you as soon as we run this play. Handoff straight ahead to number 33. He tries the middle, and it's stacked up in there. Little if no gain at all in there for Matt Young. The remainder of that Gloucester defense: Sasha Monfils, Raheem Koja, Callum O'Connor, Pat Paquin, Luke Picknell, Troy Beaulieu, Hugo Lafontaine, Chris Roberts, and Hassan Hay. Second down goal, ball still on the 3-yard line. Palmer up under. Hands off to number 25. And he's stacked up again, short again. Jerry Meridian, this Gloucester defense has done a marvelous job. Norsemen have called a timeout, and Palmer will go over to the bench and get some instruction again on this one. Third down, goal to go, ball on about the 2. It's been a wonderful afternoon for football in Ottawa. This is the third Bengal team that we've seen in competition this afternoon. While we're waiting...
All my kids said it. Me?
I'd like to remind you to pick up your 50-50 ticket. You can go home on winner on the field and in your pocket.
Timmy, my kids, your kids, Dean is your kid? My nephew. Yeah.
And we see Palmer coming back on the field now. He's received instructions from the bench. Their third down goal from the 2. This will be their third shot at it. Big goal line stand by the Gloucester Bengals right here this afternoon. About midway through the first quarter of play, no score in the game so far. Palmer pitches out to number 25, and he's in the end zone for 6 points. Flags are down on the play. Touchdown will stand on that play. And we'll await the convert attempt by the Ottawa Norsemen. Unlike the other leagues, if the convert is kicked in this division, it is only worth a single point. Whereas the younger divisions get 2 points for kicking it because it's not such a big part of the game. Convert attempt is good, and the Norsemen go out in front. 7-0. About midway through the first quarter of play. Well, we have the chance. We'll quickly run down the opening offense for the Bengals. At quarterback, James Baker. Darrell Ray at wide receiver. Richard Lachance at wide receiver. Sean Dempsey is a running back. Mark Zaidzo is a wide receiver. Blair Watson at running back. Matt Stenson at wide receiver. Adam West, tight end. Greg Sobey at tight end. We'll run down the rest of that lineup for you following the kickoff. Norseman's kickoff is taken by the Bengals and quickly downfield to drop. 21, Mark Zeno took that kickoff, and Norseman down there very quickly stopped them. Bengals will scrimmage 1st and 10, ball on their 31. The remainder of that offensive lineup: running back Sean Mccorkle, offensive line Ryan Kern, running back Sean Newberry, Up under the ball, James Baker. Handoff. Off right tackle.
You're too quiet. That's it. Let's go.
Brought down by Angel Perez.
Ball carrier was brought down by Angel Perez. We have an unnumbered player on the Gloucester Bengals at this time, number 5. We don't have a name for him at this point. He has the ball again, and he's off around the right end. Number 40, Angel Perez, in there again on the tackle. Third down, about a yard to go for the Bengals. Ball on their own 40-yard line. The remainder of that offense: Patrick Gay on the offensive line, Graham Wilkes is the center, Ian Fryer on the line, and Chad Duff.
Okay, Norsemen! Come on, offense!
Pretty close in there. We'll have to see where they place this one.
The linesmen have called for a measurement.
James Raker kept the ball himself on this one. And they'll drag the sticks out on the field. And we'll have a little look. Stretching them out, and they don't appear to have it. Norsemen have taken over the ball on downs. That was short by just the shortest of distances, maybe the nose of a football.
On approximately the 40-yard line.
So Jesse Palmer will bring the offense back out on the field and see if he can increase their 7-point lead. It's up under the center, Troy Dodd. Handoff to number 25, Jerry Meridian, and he's dropped in there. Stop in there by Sasha Monfields of the Bengals. Loss of a yard and a half, maybe 2 on that play. We'll call this one 2nd and 12 as the Norsemen start out. Palmer up under again. Off tackle to number 25 again. He slashes through. Beautiful run down there. Lots to move the sticks as Jerry Meridian shows his running power. Amateur football has come a long way in the Ottawa area lately. Both of these teams have cheerleading squads on the sidelines.
Okay, defense, take that ball!
And in the background, you can probably hear some of the fans shouting out. Palmer keeps himself.
Jesse Palmer, the ball carrier, for a small gain.
Short gain as he's stacked up by the center of the Bengals line.
2nd and 9.
That Bengals defense: Ken Prevost, Mike Schmidt, Messier, Conway, Shaw in the middle. Palmer up under, 2nd and 9. Takes a snap and hands it off to Meridian again, and he's tripped up. Crossing the line of scrimmage.
25 ball carry again, Jerry Martin.
He was stopped in there by Callum O'Connor just as he crossed the line. They're looking at a 3rd down situation, about 4.5 yards to go. Just a light breeze blowing out here this afternoon. Ball is punted into the end zone. Brought out to about the 1-yard line. We have flags all over the play and a flag thrown after the play. Sasha Monfriel brought that ball out, and we'll now have to sort this one out and see just what's going to happen.
They play with somebody else. And Bengals were stirring the other team, but we still win. But Bengals beat them last week by 1 touchdown.
Officials now explaining this to the captains of both sides.
But we didn't care because that didn't say nothing because we know. So they were asking Derek is the team. I'm saying
We had one flag thrown while the play was in progress. The second one went down after. Normally that comes as an objectionable conduct, but we'll have to wait and see.
that was my baby.
Both teams, unnecessary roughness in the end
He
zone.
played for Bel Air?
Decline.
Last year.
Both teams charged with unnecessary roughness. Penalties have been declined. A personal foul called against the Norsemen, and they will scrimmage
Bengals will take the ball.
from their own 45.
He plays Myers now, Brandon.
Not sure if they scored a single point on that one or not. Handoff goes to number 33, Sean McCorkle.
McCorkle, the ball carrier, number 33.
Another flag thrown on that play.
Mr. Angus.
Angus was the tackler on there. Holding charge against the Norsemen. That'll cost them 10, and the ball will move to midfield. Bengals first down, 10 yards to go. Baker up under the ball. Pass complete out there on the flats. Nailed immediately by number 2, Andrew Fiske.
Tackled by Andrew Fiske.
Gator about 7 on that. We'll make it 2nd and 3 yards to go. Ball now on the Norsemen, 52.5 yard line. Power keeps the ball himself going around the side. He's driven out of bounds, and depending on the placement on this one, it may be very close. Yeah, he has enough for a first down on that one, and the Bengals continue their march down the field. We're under a minute to play in the first quarter. Breeze has definitely picked up and will play a factor in any passing game that these teams decide to try. Palmer hands off straight ahead. Sean McCorkle carries the ball.
The ball carrier.
And he's stopped in there by Angel Perez. Gain of about 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4.
All right, Bengals, let's go! Let's go, Bengals! No, now you're
That's out to number 13, Richard Lachance. Takes that pass out. He was driven out of bounds by number 18, Pat Fleming.
Fleming driving him out of bounds. That's the end of the first quarter, ladies and
We
gentlemen.
end the first quarter. The score 8-0 for the Norsemen. Still waiting for an official ruling on that single on the punt.
Here are 50-50 tickets. The draw will be done just at halftime. You can go home a winner from the field and in your pocket.
Coaches of these teams put in a lot of time and a lot of effort throughout the year. The Norsemen are led by Bill Palmer, is assisted by John Lyons, Jeff Karate, Matt Murfitt, and Tim Karate. Bengals with a large organization. Pete Schmidt is the coach, John Baker, Tony West, Scott Hebner, Paul Charbonneau, David Green, Wayne Dutchin, Wayne Mitchell, Jerry Fryer, and Mark Willett are the assistants. James Baker. To number 43, Shane Newberry into the end zone, but we do have flags down on the play. We'll wait and see if this one's going to be called back or not. Holding charge against the Bengals. That'll cost them 10 yards, and they'll move it back and go 1st and 20.
10 yards, it'll be 1st and 20.
Ball on the 26-yard line of the Norsemen. Baker up under the center. Stands back to pass. They've got him on the chase in the backfield there, and he's going to get that one away, but it will be incomplete. Intended for number 21, Mark Zaidzo. 2nd down now, 20 yards to go. Good rush in there this time by the Norsemen.
6. And then they kicked it.
League executive of the National Capital Amateur Football Association is led by President Barry Sullivan, and the first vice president Judy Law, and second vice president Wayne Charney. Baker back to pass again. Good rush. Knocked down by number 2, Andrew Fiske. And they'll be 3rd down, 20 yards to go. Ball still out on the Norsemen's 26-yard line.
For Michael Smith.
The remainder of the executive of the association is Peggy Johnson, Sandy Ruxtell, Mike Shannon, Brian Boxall, Shane Hamill, Doug Peters, and Jim Sapp. Bengals punt. Taken by number 8, Sean Bostic, and he's driven out of bounds by number 13, Richard Lachance. And as we change sides, Norsemen take over the ball 1st and 10. Ball on their own, a 27-yard line.
All right, Bengals, let's go! Sorry.
Troy Dodd is over the ball. Jesse Palmer waiting the snap. Palmer passes out in the flats, incomplete.
All right, defense, do your best!
To number 89.
2nd down, Norsemen now. 10 yards to go.
Second and 10 from the 27.
Okay, defense!
Officials making sure that they dry the ball off in between plays out here. The artificial turf is very, very wet. Palmer awaiting the snap. Oh, 22 in there. Carmen Gilani, and he knocked that pass down, and just after it left Palmer's hands. Norsemen will have to go 3 and out. Pat Fleming will do the kicking for the Norsemen. He gets a high ball away. Good punt, and it takes a good Norseman's bounce, driving the Bengals well back. Loose ball, but number 33, Sean Mccorkle, falls on that ball. Gloucester's going to start deep in their own end, 1st and 10. Ball looks to be placed, but the 6-yard line.
The 1st and 10 at the Bengals 6-yard line.
Quarterback James Baker breaks the huddle.
Get it, all right!
Baker completed in the flats to Darrell Ray. Enough to move the sticks forward. Very nice catch and run play. Ball out around the 21-yard line as Baker prepares to receive the snap. Out to number 25, and he's dodged. He's broken one tackle. Gang tackled in there by the Norsemen, led by Sean Bostic. Enough to move the sticks one more time, and the Bengals continue their march. Ball on the 35-yard line. Baker on the draw play to number 5. And he's still going and turning and turning. Finally brought down by number 84, Mccorkle. Flag down on that play. Looks like it may be a face mask call. Another 15 yards tagged onto that as a result of the penalty. First down, a goal-to-goal ball. Looks to be about the 8.5-yard line. Baker hands off to number 5 again. Stacked up in there by number 2, Andrew Fisick. And also Sean Bostic in on that tackle. 2nd down to go. Ball inside the 10, probably just nosing the 5.
Okay, fans! Okay, fans, let's go!
Number 33, the ball carrier. And that's Sean Mccorkle in. 5-yard run. Sean Mccorkle brings the score a little closer. 8-6 now for the Norsemen, and we're awaiting the convert attempt. Baker will hold.
She don't let them play now.
And that convert attempt is blocked. Score remains 8-6 in favor of the Norsemen. And we await the Bengal kickoff.
To the Bengals, run!
It's been a good first half of football.
Rejoice! And clap your hands!
Very few penalties in this half of the ball game. What there were, unfortunately, were Mavers. Well, we finally got a name on that number 5 on Gloucester. That is Sean Dempsey. Darryl Ray gets set to kick off for the Bengals, and it's away. Takes a good bounce. Taken by number 25. Jerry Meridian takes that kickoff. He returns it to about the 34-yard line where the Norsemen will scrimmage. First and 10.
Norsemen will scrimmage from their 34.5. First and 10.
Troy Dodd up over the ball. Jesse Palmer in behind. From the I formation. Palmer attempts a pass for Lester Angus. That goes incomplete. Number 14, J.F. Messier was in on that play. Norsemen will go 2nd and 10 now.
2nd and 10.
We're about halfway through the second quarter of play. Once again from the I formation. Ball just off the fingertips of Daniel Avon. Looks like the Norsemen will be 2 and out again.
3rd and 10.
3rd down, 10 yards to go. Pat Fleming gets that punt away.
Number 32.
That punt was taken by number 32, Sasha Monfields, driven out of bounds. And the Bengals will start from their own 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
Bengals 1st and 10 on their 46-yard line.
Baker's pass complete to number 31, Greg Sobe, the tight end. Gain of about 10 and a half on that play. That'll be enough to move the sticks forward.
Enough for the first down.
Ball now on the Norsemen 53-yard line. Baker hands off to Sean Mccorkle. He drives ahead off of tackle. Good for a gain of about 6 yards on there. 5.5. We'll make it 2nd and 5. Baker back to pass. Good rush on the play. Oh, knocked away by number 18, Pat Fleming, on a good defensive play.
Pat Fleming knocks down Jamie Baker's pass. It would be
That's
third
okay, guys.
and
We'll
about
go 3rd
5.
down. Still about 5. Ball on the 47.5-yard line of the Norsemen. 3-minute warning has been sounded.
The 3-minute warning has been sounded.
In the Bantam division, they play straight time with the exception of the last 3 minutes of the second and fourth quarter, where stop time is used. Starting to get a little dark out on the field now. Good punt taken by number 8, Sean Bostic. He breaks one, breaks two, and then he's piled up by several of the Bengals. Turns that ball to the original line of scrimmage.
Receive that punt. We have an injured Bengal down on the field. Norsemen will scrimmage the ball.
Still waiting to see who that injured player is over there. Looks like number 71, Chad Duff, but I can't see clearly through here.
On their 42.
Are you guys getting all this? Exactly.
Still waiting for officials to signal time in. Here we go. We're almost ready to go. In the final 3 minutes of the second quarter, Jesse Palmer leads the Norsemen to the line. Palmer back to pass. He's chased back in there. Pass is complete to number 29. Flags fly on this play. He's going to be driven out of bounds way down deep in Gloucester territory.
For a large gain, we have flag on the play. The ball is coming back.
Timmerno, but we have flags down. Just awaiting the official's indication on this one. It's definitely going to go against Norsemen.
Blocking from the rear.
Blocking from the rear, charged against the Norsemen. They'll maintain possession and scrimmage first and 10, just at midfield.
55-yard line. First and 10.
Jesse Palmer trying to increase their lead before the end of the first half. He sends that one up, and it's knocked down by number 26, Steve Marin. Good pressure on Palmer that time by number 50, Luke Bicknell of Gloucester defense.
The Bengals cheerleaders will be providing...
Officials conferring with the Bengals right now.
Please stick around and give the girls a hand. Remember to pick up your 50-50 tickets. The draw will be taking place shortly.
Holding charged against the Norsemen, that's declined.
Holding, Norsemen declined.
They'll go second and 10 at midfield.
Second and 10, midfield.
Troy Dodd up. Palmer behind him. Just one back behind him. And he gives the draw play to number 25, Gary Meridian. Pickup of about three yards on that. Third down, 7 to go for the Norsemen. They'll likely kick it away. Dropping ball.
Kick taken by number 40.
Kick taken by number 40, Callum O'Connor.
Number 35.
Stopped up by Andrew Barron. And Gloucester will take over the ball. We're under a minute to go in the first half of play.
Take over the ball on on their 26-yard line. The minute flag is up.
Graham Wilkes breaks the huddle. James Baker up under. He's back to pass. Intended for Greg Sauvé, just off his fingertips. Goes incomplete.
Second down.
They'll now go 2nd and 10. Ball on about their 17-yard line. Baker trying to move them down the field before the end of the first half. Catch up. Down the sidelines and intercepted by number 2, Andrew Fiskey.
Baker pass intercepted by Adam Fiskey.
He's driven backwards after that interception. Norsemen will take over the ball. He was well tackled. As a matter of fact, part of his jersey was ripped off on that tackle. Ball on the Norsemen 51.5-yard line. Minute flag is down. Barring penalty, this would be the last play of the first half.
Okay, defense, get that ball!
Palmer back to pass. The Hail Mary's up and away. Incomplete. That will end the first half. We'll give you a quick scoring recap. Norseman struck first, number 25 Meridian, on a 2-yard run into the end zone. Then a single punt. Bengals have come back. Number 5, Sean Dempsey, on a 5-yard run, and that leaves the score at 8-6. We'll be back with the second half of this game after this break.
For the last minute rush here, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you a non-profit association? Do you have a Revenue Canada charitable organization number? Would you like to promote your association's community events free of charge? McLean Hunter Cable TV promotes community events for non-profit associations with Revenue Canada charitable organization numbers free of charge. Your announcement will be aired during off-programming hours for 5 days prior to the event date, space permitting. We can provide you with 5 lines. Each line has 32 characters, including spaces and punctuation marks.
Ball is handed off to number 33. That's Sean McCorkle.
Number 33, Sean Mccorkle, tackled by.
Good run in there by McCorkle. Enough for the first down. He's moved the ball to the 50-yard line. I'm Norm Dale from the CFRA XM 49ers Traffic Desk. This is the National Capital Amateur Football Association Bantam Championship. Winners of this game will go to the provincials in Guelph, Ontario in 2 weeks' time. Quarterback James Baker up under the ball. Hand off again to McCorkle. Taken down by number 40, Angel Perez, and assisted by number 62, Jason Forget. Another first down for the Bengals, who are on the move, trailing 8-6. McCorkle again slashing forward. He's wrapped up in the arms of number 84, Hammy Keva. Gain of about 7 on that play. Make it down 2nd and 3. McCorkle again up the middle, and a very good hit in there by number 18, Pat Fleming, the safety. Another first down for the Bengals as they continue their march.
From the Norsemen, 28-yard line.
One man in the backfield now. Baker takes the ball. Hands off to number 43, Sean Newberry. He's swarmed in there by the Norsemen. Gain of 3 on that one. We'll make 2nd and 7 as the Bengals come up over the ball one more time. One man behind him. Baker passes out to number 11, Darrell Ray. He stopped just about at the line of scrimmage. Make it 3rd down, about 6. Gain of possibly 1 on that play. They're going to gamble on this one, and they hand the ball to Mccorkle, who's been their workhorse there during this drive. He's stacked up by number 84, Avi Kama, and Angel Perez assisted on that. And the Ottawa Norsemen will take over the ball. First down and 10. Ball on their own 21-yard line.
First to 10, Norsemen.
Jesse Palmer up under the center. No one in the backfield. Palmer back to pass. Flags down. As that pass is complete, we have an injured Norseman down on the field.
Holding the charge against the Norsemen.
Looks like holding will be the call against Norsemen on this one.
Tackle on the play was Kellen O'Connor.
Injured player appears to be the fullback, number 33, Matt Young, who was swinging out of the backfield and took that pass. With the 10-yard penalty, Norsemen will be 1st and 20 deep inside
Matt Young is the injured player.
their own zone,
Back up, let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen.
down around the 11-yard line. Matt Young helped off by the field. He's favoring that right leg.
Norsemen still leading this game, 8-6 in the 3rd quarter.
Palmer brings the team out of the huddle. Running from 2 backs in the backfield this time.
Ball carry, Jerry Moret.
Abdul Guindo was in the backfield very quickly in that one. Loss of about 2. Make it 2nd and 22. Deep in their own end. The Norsemen leading 8-6. Palmer lines one out, and that's intercepted by the Bengals. In for a touchdown. We were trying to get a number on that. It looked like Trevor Shaw, number 18.
J.F. Messier was the ball carrier there on that interception, ladies and gentlemen.
We're corrected on that. It was J.F. Messier who intercepted that ball. Returned at about 32 yards. So Gloucester's out in front now, 12-8. Early in the third quarter of play. They're going to attempt a 2-point conversion. Number 33. Sean Mccorkle, he's been the workhorse for the Bengals this afternoon, and that's good for 2 more points.
Bengals have taken a 14-8 lead.
14-8 now for the Bengals, and they'll prepare to kick off. Temperature starting to drop out here in the field, and the windows in the broadcast booth are starting to fog up. And quite a bit of wind out there now has blown the ball off the kicking tee a couple of times. Darrell Ray kicks it off. Bobbled in there, but picked up by the Norsemen.
Darrell Ray's kickoff taken by number 73, Giovanni Lavelli.
Giovanni Lavelli takes that kickoff. Returns it to his own 32-yard line.
Norsemen will scrimmage the ball from their
1st and 10.
line. 1st and 10.
Palmer from the I formation again. Pitches the ball out to Jerry Meridian, the workhorse for the Norsemen.
Carrier. 2nd down.
He gets a pickup of about 3. 2nd down, 7 to go.
2nd and 7.
Palmer up under, flags fly. As Meridian takes the ball again.
Meridian, the ball carrier again. We have penalty down.
He was stopped up there by number 26, Steve Marin. We'll wait and sort this one out for you. It looks like it's going to go against the Norsemen. Procedure call against the Norsemen.
The Norsemen. They will scrimmage the ball. 2nd and approximately 11.5 yards.
Broadcast brought to you on McLean Hunter TV. You'll be able to see the replay of this broadcast a little later on this month. Meridian, the ball carrier, one more time. Stacked up while going cross field. Brought the ball back to just about the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down, 10 yards to go.
For the Norsemen.
Norsemen will likely punt it away. Good punt taken down in there. Flags fly on the sideline.
Pat Fleming's kick taken by
Fleming's kick was
we have an injured Norseman
taken by
on
the
sideline.
Bengals, we have an injured Norseman on the sidelines being tended to.
Timeout called by the referees. Bengals will go first and 10 from their 52-yard line.
No indication of what the penalty was on that play. The referee still sorting out the details
Your last opportunity to pick
around
up
center
your
field.
50 tickets. And don't forget the canteen.
First down for the Bengals. Ball on their own 52-yard line. And James Baker is up under. Hand off to Mccorkle. Loose ball. But the Bengals retain possession.
Dempsey for a big first down.
Number 5, Sean Dempsey grabs that loose ball. First down. Ball on the Norseman 40. Baker with one man in the backfield again. Baker's pass goes incomplete. Second down and 10 now. Bengals lead this game 14-8 over the Ottawa Norsemen. This is National Capital Amateur Football Association Bantam Championship. The winners to advance to the provincials in 2 weeks' time. Pitch to number 5, Sean Dempsey. And he's brought down by number 76, Graham Pavey. Gain of about 7 on that play. We'll make it third down, 3 yards to go. Timeout called by the Bengals, and James Baker heads over to his bench to discuss the situation with Coach Peter Schmidt.
I'd like to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, please do not go on the field after the game. There will be a trophy presentation by Barry Sullivan. Please don't go on the field. Let the boys enjoy it.
Here comes Baker back out to the huddle. Looks like they're going to gamble on this third down situation. Still waiting for time to whistle back in. And Baker, they are going to gamble on this one. 3 men in the backfield this time. And they hand it to the workhorse, Mccorkle. He's wrapped up by number 18, Pat Fleming, but he does have enough to move the yardsticks forward on that one. Bengals continue their drive.
Bengals have moved the ball down to the 24-yard line.
Bengals were last year's Bantam champions in this city, and they're in here trying to repeat one more time. Number 5, Sean Dempsey stretches it out around the end. Short gain on that to make it second down, about 9.5 to go. And they come out over the ball. Baker with 2 men in the backfield this time. Back to pass. Ball jarred loose. And we're just waiting for the official. They retain possession of the ball. It'll be third down.
Recovered by the Bengals.
Loss of 10 yards on that one. Third down, 20 to go.
Third down and 20.
Ball out on about the 36-yard line. Play sent in from the bench, waved off on the field. Darrell Ray's punt away. Out of bounds. No return on that play. And the Norsemen take over the ball from deep in their own end. Trailing 14-8. Well into the third quarter of play.
17-yard line. First and 10 Norsemen.
Jesse Palmer. Pass is complete to number 77, Matthew Lyons. He's out down here, first down. We'll see where they mark this one.
Tackled there by number
Very close. Second down, maybe a half a yard to go. That was a good stretch catch by Lyons on that one. Palmer calling signals. And he sends Meridian, the workhorse, straight ahead. Should be enough there to move the yardsticks.
First down. First down.
Jesse Palmer back to pass. He tried a screen pass there to Meridian. That one goes incomplete. Second down and 10. Crowd considerably quieter here this afternoon than it was earlier as the day wears on and the chill factor goes up. And timeout is called by the Norsemen as they head to the bench to discuss the situation. We're under a minute left now in the third quarter of play. Wasatch Bengals leading 14-8 over the Ottawa Norsemen. This is Bantam Level Championships of the National Capital Amateur Football Association on McLean Hunter TV. Palmer's received instructions from the bench. He's back under. Fakes a pass and fakes a handoff. Passes out to number 33, Matt Young, the fullback. And he has enough to move the sticks on that one. Gain of about 15 yards. Steve Marion in on that tackle. Palmer pitches out to Meridian. He dives back. The original line of scrimmage. Gain of maybe a yard. Second and an awful long 9 to go. Here comes Palmer trying to keep this drive alive. Flags are down.
Players been whistled dead. Norsemen
Procedure call against Norsemen. That'll cost them 5 and make it 2nd and 14 and a half.
We're going to be drawing the 50-50 ticket here in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. The prize is worth $60.50, so get your tickets out.
Very important drive for the Norsemen to keep this one alive and going and keep the momentum in their favor.
Ladies and gentlemen,
barring penalty, this should be the last play of the third quarter.
Bring your tickets to the broadcast booth.
Palmer drops back. Keeps the ball himself. Up the sidelines. Looks like he's up to about the 53-yard line. That'll be well short of a first down and probably make it 3rd and about 7 yards to go. We finished the third quarter of play with the Bengals ahead 14-8. Scoring in that quarter, J.F. Messier on an interception returned the ball 32 yards. And the 2-point conversion was good. This game coming to you from Minto Field out in the Nepean Sportsplex. Good kick by the Norsemen. Taken by Sasha Monfils. He's dropped by a number of the Norsemen.
Tackled by number 30, Shannon Lackey.
Shannon Lackey led the Norsemen, led the tacklers on that play for the Norsemen. And the Bengals take over the 6-point lead. And we're just into the fourth quarter.
33-yard line.
Swing pass into the backfield.
Number 30, Mccorkle, tackled by number 88.
And we have an unknown tackler out there on the field, number 88. The Norseman, number 98, Mike Kane. Second down now, about 17 yards to go. As the Norseman read that last play well. James Baker back to pass. He's chased around the backfield, scrambling now. He'll try it on his own, but he's pulled out of bounds on the far side of the field by number 84, Hami Kava.
Hami Kava, number 84.
Lost about another three yards on that play. Make it 3rd down and
20 yards.
About 20 yards to go. Bengals will kick it away. Number 11, Darrell Ray, the punter. He keeps an onside man behind him.
Ray, the punter, the ball goes out of bounds.
Punts the ball out of bounds, no return possible. Norsemen take over the ball, 1st and 10. Norsemen are on the
Norsemen versus
Bengal
the 39-yard line.
39-yard line. Attempting to gain back the 6 points they're behind. Jesse Palmer in. Pass up the middle. Looked like it was intended for number 77, Matthew Lyons. It goes incomplete. Lyons bumped at the line and never did catch up to that one. Second down for the Norsemen, 10 yards to go. Here they come up over the wall. Palmer back to pass. He's got that one complete. Breaks one tackle. Breaks two. That's Matt Young on that one. Driven out of bounds by number 12, Mike Schmidt. Moves the yardsticks down there. And the Norsemen now deep inside Bengal territory. While on the 18. Palmer up under the center. Pitches out to number 25. Meridian. Didn't quite get back to the original line. Second down, 11 yards to go.
Loss of one on that play. Second and 11.
Norsemen would like to keep this drive moving into the end zone, tie the game up. Oh, Palmer's pass attempted for Matt Young, in and out of his arms. They'll go third down and 11.
Third and 11.
While on about the 19-yard line. Palmer's gone over to the bench to get instructions for this one. They're going to gamble on a third down situation. Long 11 to go. Palmer keeps the ball himself around the end.
Palmer keeps the ball in the option. Runs out of bounds.
Runs out of bounds. We'll have to see where they place this one.
He didn't quite make the first down mark.
He came up a little short on that one, and at the 11-yard line, the Bengals take over. First and 10. We're about one quarter into the way of the fourth quarter of play. National Capital Amateur Football Association Bantam Level Championships. Brought to you by McLean Hunter Television. Flags fly on that play. Bengals.
Off to Sean Dempsey.
Sean Dempsey, the ball carrier.
There are flags on the play.
Early indications are face masking against the Norsemen. That'll cost them 15 yards.
Bengals will scrimmage the ball now.
That'll move the ball well up the field for the Bengals and get them out of trouble deep in their own end. Scrimmaging from about their 35-yard line. Between the 35 and the 36. Hand off to number 5, Sean Dempsey. He eludes one tackler and then is brought down after a gain of about 3. Second down, 7 to go.
Second and 7.
Bengals break the huddle. Up over the ball. James Baker in. Flags fly.
Offside. It's a call against the Norsemen.
Looks like offside against the Norsemen called that time. They were a little anxious to get into the backfield on that passing situation. They'll move the ball forward 5 yards. Be second down now. A long 2 yards to go. Trying to keep this drive alive. Run down the clock. Handoff straight ahead. Looks like Matt Stenson actually carrying the ball that time. He might have gained a yard on that there. Third down in the yard. They're going to gamble on this one. I'm not too sure about this one. James Baker kept the ball himself, and he was stacked up right in the middle of the line. He didn't make the first down on that one. That'll bring the Norsemen back out on the field. About halfway through the fourth quarter now. Norsemen trailing 14-8. Good defensive stand by the Norsemen. As they come out over the ball, the center, Troy Dodd, ready to snap the ball to Jesse Palmer. He hands off to Jerry Meridian.
Meridian, the ball carrier, take it down.
He stopped Mike Schmidt. Gain of about 4.5 on that play, make it 2nd and 5.5. Palmer back to pass. He's got that ball complete to number 77 in the end zone, and Matthew Lyons. That was a 41-yard pass and run touchdown. That brings the Norsemen up to a tie at 14-all. Number 18, Pat Fleming, will attempt to put them ahead. He is successful, and that puts the Norsemen back up on top. 15-14. Norsemen preparing now to kick off to the Bengals. Bengals would like to repeat as champions again. They were the city champions last year. I know they'd like to take that trophy home again this year. But right now the Norsemen are in command by 1 point. Norsemen counting their men, making sure they have enough on the field. Kickoff. Taken by Norsemen.
Taken by Darrell Ray.
Darrell Ray returns that kickoff.
By number 54, Amos Burke.
Burke makes the tackle on that play. And the Bengals will scrimmage 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Time moving on in this fourth quarter of play. Must be getting down near the 3-minute mark. James Baker leading them out. Hands off to number 33. Sean Mccorkle, he's the workhorse for the Bengals. Good run off tackle. He picked up about 9 on that. Second down, 1 to go.
Into the Norsemen territory on the 54.
McCorkle, the ball carrier again.
Mccorkle, the ball carrier, once again.
Off left tackle. Certainly looks like he has enough there for a first down.
Not by number 30.
Indication from the referee that he does.
Up for the first down, however.
And the Bengals are now into Norsemen territory. First and 10 from the 51.5-yard line. Fans have come back to life in here. Pass is complete out there.
Baker's pass completed. First down.
Looked like number 11, Darrell Ray took that pass in. Another good first down as they move down to the 38-yard line of the Norsemen. Keep this drive alive.
By the referee.
3 minutes remaining in this game. A very important drive right now for the Bengals. Shane Newberry, the ball carrier. He was wrapped up moving across the line. Lost maybe a half a yard on that play. Second down, about 10 and a half.
Second and 11.
Baker back to pass. He's complete over the middle to number 31. That's Greg Sobey. Tackled by Pat Fleming. Comes up short of the first down, however, and will be third down and about 2.5, 3 yards to go. Very important play on what could be their last drive if they don't make it. Baker pitches out to McCorkle.
Baker gets off the 33. McCorkle.
And he has enough to keep this drive alive.
Keeping this drive alive.
What a football game we've seen this afternoon. The lead seesawed back and forth. Good mix of ground and aerial. That's number 5. In there with the ball carrier. Dempsey. Tackled by Ali
Timeout has been called on the
Dongnil. McCorkle, the ball carrier again.
McCorkle, the ball carrier once again.
Bodies flying all over the field. Tackle in there by Hammy Cava. Third down.
3rd and 3 for the Bengals.
Awful long 3 yards in there.
Down on the Norsemen 17.
Ball around the Norsemen 20. Timeout on the field, and we're having a referee's conference. Number 70, James Baker, back in the huddle. Fans have really come to life now. Very important third down. Looks like a mix-up in the backfield, and Mccorkle, the ball carrier. This one's not going to make the first down. Norsemen are going to take over the ball, under 3 minutes remaining, and leading by 1 point, 15-14. You are watching National Capital Amateur Football Association Bantam Level Championships on McLean Hunter Cable TV. We're keeping a close eye on the other sideline for that 1 minute flag to go up. Minute flag is up now. Very important drive for the Norsemen. If they can make one first down on this drive, they can run the clock. Flag is up. Time count violation charged against Norsemen. That'll make it first down and 15, ball deep in their own end. And the clock will not start until the snap of the ball. Norsemen would like to grind this one out on the ground. Handoff straight ahead.
Iridian, the ball carrier. Pick up approximately 40 yards. Third and 6.
Third down now, 6 to go. Timeout.
Timeout called by the Norsemen once again. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, please do not go on the field.
Both teams checking with their respective benches on this one. A very, very important play. Less than a minute to go. City championship hanging in the balance. Norsemen leading 15-14. Down deep in their own end. You can bet the Bengals will be coming on this one. A pounding punt. Takes a good bounce for the Norsemen. Taken by number 40, Callum O'Connor. He's driven out of bounds by the Norsemen. That flag is still waving on the far side of the field. Bengals aren't dead yet. James Baker brings them back onto the field.
First and 10 at their 45. Minute flag remains flying.
Clock is the enemy at this time, not the Norsemen. Norsemen back in a prevent defense. They don't want the Bengals to break one loose now. Palmer sacked in the backfield by the Norsemen. Norsemen have recovered the ball. First down, and that should just about sound the death knell for East Gloucester. Still watching as the timers. Minute flag still flying.
43-yard line.
As the Norsemen come out. Ball on East Gloucester 43. Norsemen will try and grind this one out. It's been a terrific ball game. The lead is seesawed back and forth throughout the game. Minute flag is down. This should finish the ball game. That does it. The Ottawa Norsemen take the Bantam Level Championship 15-14. We'll recap the scoring very quickly for you. Number 25, Meridian, on a 2-yard run. Convert unsuccessful. A little later on, a single scored on a punt by the Norsemen. Gloucester came back on a 5-yard run by Sean Dempsey. Number 12,
Trophy presentation made.
J.K. Messy, a 32-yard interception. And then the Norsemen coming back on a 41-yard pass and run play to Matthew Lyons in the convert. 15-14, the final score. I'm Norm Dale. You've been watching Bantam Level Championships on McLean Hunter TV. You can see this on replay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching.
We'll be running these games later this month. Check your local listings.